special on the spectator pass.
Yes, there was one, and a lot of people bought cheaper spectator passes so they could come along and play some friendlies, take a look at the competition, see the people cosplaying, see the little entertainment venues that we have within the bigger venue itself. So definitely come and take a look at our future First Attack tournaments.
So we're going to be jumping into the match, and as you were saying, the Mewtwo and Diddy matchup, it's kind of very good for Diddy because that forwarder can actually do a lot of work against Mewtwo. He's a bigger kind of body, and as Diddy, you can just keep him out.
It can be skewed in Mewtwo's favor, you know, against the less experienced opponents where they might get hit by Nair a lot, and you know how Mewtwo's Nair basically combos into everything. So in those situations, Diddy players can start to fall behind, but when a Diddy player plays neutral optimally, such as Mini usually does, it becomes very hard for Mewtwo to approach and avoid Diddy's superior approach options, such as Banana, such as Fair, and Diddy's superior kill confirms.
Right, and you know, Diddy's able to maintain so much stage control with that Banana, and that, you know, it also can set up for like kill confirms as well, depending on how you use it. But see, Mewtwo being a lighter character now, that down tilt, I don't believe can confirm to the up smash.
There we saw just how big Mewtwo's hurt box is, because darn, that up tilt hit from very far away, covering Mewtwo's air dodge. Mewtwo tried to air dodge behind Diddy, and Diddy's up tilt is a high percentage kill move that hits on both sides of him, so it's very good in those situations.
Yeah, Mewtwo's air dodge being one of the best, if I'm not mistaken, in the game, so having tools to counteract that is going to give you that little bit of an advantage going into the match. Ooh, that was super smart. Like, he was going to get hit by the Shadow Ball. That was like the last minute reaction. Let me use that the up B to try and get away. And not only that, the barrels, he angled it so that he would fall into Mewtwo.
And the barrels do so much damage when they explode. That was like a free 20% for Diddy. Up throw, however, does it for Mewtwo. You always got to look out for that grab and high percents. Seeing as it's such a pressuring character, it can be very hard to be aware of the fact that Mewtwo's going to want to grab you and kill you at those higher percentages.
The Banana, man.
Yeah, you never want to be stuck in that little finding the banana animation as Diddy. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, still going.
That was very weird. You would think that by being sent to the opposite side of the stage, Mewtwo might have had a chance to survive the forward smash, but it seemed like Shaka was DIing that way in the first place.
Yeah, he was hard DIing in so that when even though it was probably going to kill at that percent already, he was hard DIing in to try to keep as much leeway as possible to be able to survive that hit from if he died from the right. But having that hard DI to that direction, when the hitbox reversed, he would still die from that situation.
So that was a pretty dominant game by Mini. Shaka did manage to take that stock and rack up percentages whenever he did get in with Nair and forward air. But in general terms, I feel like Mini was able to rack up so much percentage so quickly with that slow and steady neutral game that we just have to see what Shaka can try and do different in this second match.
What do you think that would be the case? I think he just needs
hard to tell.
Yeah, he needs to limit the Banana a little bit more. He was trying to do that in the first game. But apart from that, try to stay in on Diddy Kong and not let him breathe.
Based on what I've seen from Konda's gameplay, he relies heavily on deflecting Diddy Kong's banana throw to try to put it in a favorable situation for himself, like tripping Diddy up, for example. So I would love to see Shaka try to use that reflect on the banana itself a little more.
Again, that aerial mobility that Mewtwo has, you know, he missed the Nair and saw the shield, so he was able to just move to the complete opposite side and stay safe.
That's definitely one of his greatest strengths. He has a lot of basically inescapable and unpunishable shield pressure. Given it's kind of hard to get that shield pressure going against a character like Diddy, but so far he has managed to do it in this game, and that is why he's ahead in this match. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Well, not necessarily, but you know, it's been getting even. Oh, okay.
Banana to fair, taking it on the platform. Mewtwo being way too close to the blast zone to survive a fair at that percentage.
That shield is now getting low. This reminds me of kind of Headshots game, right? We're using that.
The second Shadow Ball scares Meanie a little too much, and he drops shield just before it hits him. You know, Mewtwo's Shadow Ball does like 60% shield damage. So once you eat one of those, you're forced to play really evasively because you don't want Mewtwo to be hitting your shield any longer.
I mean, in that situation, what you could have done? You would have to time the spot dodge really well. I don't know if you still had time because that's a fully charged Shadow Ball, right? So I don't know. I would have to test that, but he could also have to time the roll in. But then Mewtwo can just respond because I believe after it's thrown, you recover quickly.
Oh, Mewtwo recovers nigh immediately after throwing the Shadow Ball. It's basically like Guile in Street Fighter, where he's actually in a plus situation if you guard his boom, his Sonic Boom point blank. Well, even if you perfect shield Mewtwo's Shadow Ball while being close to him, he actually has a frame advantage, and you're forced to block and do a defensive option. Whereas against most characters, you'd be free to go in.
Oh man, and that was it.
That's definitely a 50-50 at that percentage. And Mewtwo hesitated just a bit with the air dodge.
The infamous
hoo-ha.
The infamous hoo-ha.